How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today, I'm going to talk about 7 lesser known ways on how to save money. Now, these aren't the obvious things, such as buying in bulk most of the time, don't drink Starbucks, ride a bike instead of commuting. Let me just get started. The first way to save a lot of money in the long run is to be clutter-free. Now, when you're organized, you tend to have a lot of the same items grouped together. You'll notice that if you clean up a whole bunch of clutter recently, you'll group things together and you'll find that you have duplicate items of the same thing. I know I did this recently and I found I have multiple pairs of scissors which I did not have to buy actually. Also with cleaning products, you might shove them in a corner and you might forget about it. Therefore, next time when you go to the store, you just buy it again and then later on, you have multiple of those items at home. The second non-obvious thing is that you should keep the dollar amount of your savings account hidden from most people. For example, the more people that know how much you have, the more chances are those people are going to try to sell you something. Now, this can be a good or bad thing, but generally bad for your savings. These people might offer you something for a really good deal just to tempt you because they know you have the cash to pay for it. The third non-obvious thing is to minimize watching ads. You might think that you're immune to ads. When you watch an ad, you're like, oh, I don't care about that. But it's a repetition of the ads, and just seeing it multiple times will give you this impression that it's something that you need. The next time you buy something, the subliminal message is just gonna hit you, and you're gonna buy something without even knowing that the ad actually had an influence on you. So this includes any kind of advertisements really, TV ads, ads on the bus, ads on the billboard, ads in magazines. The fourth non-obvious thing is that people spend a lot of money on storage units. Why the heck do we have somewhere to live and yet we need to have a separate storage unit to store all our junk in a separate unit, and we have to pay a monthly fee for that? Now, what I recommend to do is just bring all that back home. You just gotta systematically go through it and possibly sell most of it. I know there could be things that you want to keep. Of course, then there will be a long process of sorting through. Think about that Marie Kondo method, where she talks about this really effective method of cleaning through your stuff. Just check it out, Marie Kondo, short for KonMari method. The fifth non-obvious thing is just eating less meat. Technically, we really don't need to eat such a large portion of meat. We only really need maybe like a 4-ounce portion of protein, and it can actually be substituted if you want to go vegan. However, if you're a meat eater like I am, I just kind of like squeeze things down a bit, and I'm still comfortable eating a small amount of meat because you still have the flavor and stuff, and then you can supplement it with more vegetables and supplement it with grain. When you do this, you essentially shrink the amount of meat you're eating, and the meat is the most costly part, so the less of it you eat, the cheaper your meal becomes. Not to mention you can add more fruits to it as well. And all this not only saves you money, it's also a lot healthier for you as well. The sixth non-obvious thing is I just found out you can find a really cheap happy hour place. Usually happy hours are cheapest or around Wednesday during midweek. Once you find something like that, then you gather all your friends and go to that happy hour right in the middle of the week. It's somewhat out of the way, but it's a great way to be able to enjoy the company of your friends during midweek, so then you have your weekend to do whatever else that you need to do. Not happy hour as in $1 off a beer happy hour, because that is not happy hour. Happy hour, I just recently found some 50-cent beers and 50-cent wings. Wow, just like an 8-ounce Pabst for 50 cents, and also each wing is 50 cents. So then the whole group walks out paying only $5-6 per person. The seventh non-obvious way to save more money, of course, is to prolong your upgrade cycles. Especially with electronics, where when you buy it, it depreciates a lot. So if you prolong the upgrade cycle, you hold on to things longer, so then the initial depreciation is spread out for a longer period of time, therefore costing you less money over the long run. For example, if you have a phone that you upgrade every 2 years, well, upgrade every 3 years instead, and all of a sudden, it's 33% less for you. For a TV, for example, I don't have to keep on upgrading every time they have a new feature. All of a sudden, they have 4K TVs now, or they have a curved display, or whatever 3D stuff. All of that, I just pretty much ignore and just kept the same TV for, I think, the last 5-6 years already. So those are the lesser known things that you can apply to your life in order to save yourself more money. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know other lesser known methods that you use in order to save more money. If you're interested in supporting this channel, I have an Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook, and if you cancel before the trial period ends, you don't have to pay for the trial period, and yet you can still help benefit this channel. I also have a Patreon over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.